Welcome to Cooking with Kalina, and today we're going to be making butter chicken. This is one of my favorite dishes to cook and to eat, and it is the perfect Indian dish for the newbies that want to experience Indian cuisine. Okay, let's get things started. We are going to add oil to a preheated pan or pot, and those onions should start to sizzle the minute you put it in there. And what we're wanting to do is caramelize these onions. This is going to take around 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how hot you have it. And once you start to see a little caramelization happening, we are going to add to the pot some garlic and ginger that has been minced. We're going to cook that for about 3 to 4 minutes. And after you get that cooked about 3 to 4 minutes, we are going to go in with some tomato paste. And again, the tomato paste we want to cook. We want to cook off that acidity and highlight the sweetness that it brings. And as you can start to see on the bottom, we start to develop what's called a fond. And that is some good stuff. And so after about 5 minutes of cooking the tomato paste, we are going to add our spices. So we're going to add some cumin, some cayenne pepper, some cinnamon, and some paprika. And we want to cook our spices in so they can kind of release some more flavors and really add to depth of the flavor. And you'll start to notice that you're starting to stick to the pan and it looks burnt, but it isn't. So we are going to deglaze our sauce with some chicken stock, and that fond's going to come right up. A little at first, and then we add a little bit more, and then finally we're going to add in all of the chicken stock. And what's really interesting about doing it in this manner is all of that fond will release from the pot. So here we're going to add some salt, some black salt, and some sugar into our sauce. And I'll start to show you. I'm going to tilt the pan and no more fond. It's right back into the sauce and the depth of flavor is amazing. So now we're going to add in some cream. You could use yogurt. Absolutely. 1-to-1 ratio is perfectly fine. You'll get equal results. Just depends on your, preference. I like cream. And now it's time to prep the chicken. So what we have here is some bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. And we're just using kosher salt. We are going to season the skin and the flesh. And once you have those nicely seasoned, we're going to add them into our butter sauce. It might seem like a lot of chicken at first, but as chicken cooks, it starts to shrink down a little bit. So you're fine. So once you have the chicken fully submerged into that sauce, we're going to cook it open, meaning no lid, for about 5 to 10 minutes. You don't need to flip like we did here. I don't know why we did that, but we did. And after about 10 minutes, the lid goes on and very low temperature. We are going to cook that for about 35 to 40 minutes. This is going to break the chicken down and get it nice and tender. At the same time, you're going to accumulate some fat. So just use a spoon and skim off that fat best you can. And then what I like to do is see if the chicken is tender. And as you can see, it is very tender. So from here, I'm going to take the chicken out and put it onto a sheet pan so it can cool, at least so much that I can pull it. And then while that's cooling, we're going to add that sauce into a blender. And we're going to add fenugreek leaves, some garam masala, and some butter for it's a butter chicken sauce. And we're just going to blend that until smooth. And then once that is complete, we will go back to our chicken and we are going to remove the skin. We do not need that. And just pull off that beautiful tender meat. And my dog Harley is just hoping I drop some chicken on the floor. Now, once you have all that chicken pulled, you go back into the same pot, pour in your sauce, and that is butter chicken, and it is delicious. So let's plate this thing up. So we have some basmati rice. We're going to put on our butter chicken with a little extra sauce. Folks, this is one of my favorite things to cook and to eat. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, it helps us out, and we will see you on the next one.
butter chicken or chicken makhni. One of my favorites. You?
It's delicious.
I love it.
Along with homemade naan.
Look for that video coming up. Let's give this a try.
All right.
It's delicious.
It's very flavorful.
Yes. Try this recipe out. It's amazing. I've been making this since 2010. Dynamite.
Awesome.
We'll see you on the next one.